Merhaba to a new review. Turkish Airlines is my most flown airline, so I'm safe to say that I know the airline pretty well. I've tried all their business class seats, whether it's on the Dreamliner, the 350 or their mighty 777. The same applies to their economy class, 320, 321, 330, 350, 787 or 777, you name it. I've reviewed every loo on Turkish Airlines, tried every meal, flown them during the pandemic, and I was always the first to fly them whenever they introduced something new. I love and hate Turkish Airlines. There's nothing in between. I love them for their fair prices, their amazing network, and their brilliant catering. But I hate them for their inconsistency, unmotivated crew, and the endless taxis to the runway and back. But today I'm very excited to try their new Airbus A321neo in economy class to see what Turkish Airlines is like in 2021. So join me on this trip. Guys, beautiful good morning from Bishkek, Manas International Airport here in Kyrgyzstan. Today I'll be flying Turkish Airlines on the Airbus A321neo in economy class all the way to Istanbul. So let's do this, let's go to Turkey. Today's trip starts in Kyrgyzstan and we are going on a 5-hour flight to Istanbul. Manas Airport isn't the most modern airport, but easy to navigate. The airport saw a massive expansion in 2001 as the coalition forces during the Afghanistan war, led by the Americans, based over 2,000 troops in Manas, which then heavily invested into its expansion in infrastructure as well. So, all checked in. I had everything prepared, my HES code, my COVID test, while other passengers were still doing the code because you have to register when you go to Turkey, and a lot of people were still there doing it online. I was well prepared. Now I have like 3 hours still to kill, but yeah, very much looking forward to a 5-hour flight on the brand new 321neo. So cleared security, cleared customs. There are quite some beauties on the apron. Nordwind, I don't know whether you remember my Nordwind flight, which was a lot of fun. And test jet, the MD-80 and the Afro, where I did a beautiful video, which you have to check out as well. But yeah, now I have like another 2.5 hours to kill, so let's see what I'm gonna do. I decided to make use of my priority pass and visited the only lounge of Manas Airport. The lounge was pretty empty and featured a little buffet of food from 5 days ago, and they even make you pay for coffee. I mean, what's the point of a lounge if they still make you pay for things, right? Anyways, I did enjoy the views from the lounge, especially of the 747-200, which taxied past, but the absolute highlight was this very Soviet-looking crew bus that drove past. Can you tell me more about this bus in the comments? I'm dying to know. I've also noticed that 70% of you guys are not subscribed yet, so if you want to make my day, please hit that subscribe button. It's totally for free and it puts a big smile on my face. It was then time to board Turkish Airlines' brand new Airbus 321neo. This one was delivered in April 2021 and is only a few months old. Currently, Turkish Airlines is operating 30, with 88 more to be delivered in the next 2 years. At the door, the crew was handing out hygiene kits, and I got a fairly nice welcome considering TK standards. This plane features 20 recliner seats in business class in a 2-2 configuration, a product I have yet to experience myself. But today we are flying in economy class and the new cabin is simply amazing. I love the look and the design of the new seat, and this cabin is the cutting edge of what an economy class seat can be like. The Neo features 162 seats in a 3-3 configuration. Every seat comes with a 12-inch screen in front of you, offering plenty of entertainment options.
Also, every seat has a personal USB slot to charge your phone or iPads. The crew is also handing out headphones before departure. Also, the recline is very generous and the headrest of superb quality. We were also given amenity kits which I'm gonna talk you through later, but now let's head to the runway, and I noticed this beautiful hybrid Ukraine Nordwind International plane which seems to demonstrate the beautiful friendship those two countries have. Let's have a look at the hygiene kit that was given at the door, and it contains hand sanitizer, sanitizing wipes, as well as a mask. The amenity kit features socks, eye shades, and earplugs.
So literally 20 minutes into the flight, crew started breakfast service. We have some really nice, I think it's called burek, with some spinach, water. I'll have a coffee, I'll have a cherry juice. Crew is very patient and really lovely. That is the Turkish Airlines that I used to love so much pre-pandemic, and it's just so nice that they dish up some really nice catering again. They really have up in their game again with the amenity kit and with that Neo on top. So of course I'm very lucky with the row to myself, but overall this is an exceptional product. Now let's see what the food tastes like.
And the food was just as good as I remember the catering of Turkish Airlines, which in my opinion is one of the best in the world.
And of course the loo review here in the back of the 321. If there's a thing I notice, it's very quiet in the back of the airplane, because usually that's the noisier part. And then people always asking me, hey Josh, why do you sit in the back of the plane? It's simply the fact that the chances to get a row to yourself, or at least no seat neighbors, are quite high, because usually airlines fill up from the front to the back. And also when I board, I get a whole overview of the cabin, I get to film it. That is pretty much the secret of sitting in the back. The downside is that you're close to the lavatory sometimes, so during the night flight it might be a bit disturbing, but it never really bothers me, to be honest, when you don't take the very last row. But here on this plane, because it's a Neo, it's a new generation aircraft with very quiet and more efficient engines, it doesn't get too loud in the back, which is really really lovely. And you have 3 lavatories in the back, because it's a bit stretched version. There's more passengers here than on the normal 320. So but yeah, looks spotless, looks lovely. I mean, there's no much amenities or anything like this, but gotta be honest with you, it's a lot more spacious, this lavatory, than the ones on the 320. So well done, nice. Also, maybe interesting to notice that some 321s, for example the one of Philippine Airlines, they have a lavatory just right after the business class. It's optional, some airlines do that.
After the very demanding and tiring loo review, I needed a bit of a break, but it's also important to point out that the Neo features in-flight Wi-Fi, so you can connect to the internet for some very reasonable rates, which I think is a pretty cool service to have.
So literally 1 more hour to go until we land in Istanbul, and then I'm gonna head to Sabiha Gökçen, the other airport on the Asian side, because tomorrow I'll be flying Pegasus Fly, Turkish budget airline that has been requested from you guys a few times. So tomorrow is the day flying them to Prague. So if you want to see that review as well, make sure you subscribe right now. But so far, very comfortable, very chilled flight, all good.
We then started our descent into Istanbul, and this is also my time to summarize my experience on the new Airbus A321 Neo, a fantastic airplane which offers all the comfort the economy class passenger can ask for. Especially the huge screen and the Wi-Fi connectivity stood out for me, as well as the breakfast. Also, on this flight, the crew was very friendly and proactive with a great service attitude, which is very rare on Turkish Airlines these days. I'm very much looking forward to my next TK flight and see how it compares to this one. This is it for today's review, and please let me know in the comment section below how your recent Turkish Airlines flight performed. Also, if you like my videos, please check out my Patreon, where I have some really cool perks, like you can join my WhatsApp group or my monthly Zoom sessions. We have a really great community. Guys, wherever you're off to, thank you so much for watching and have a great trip.